Hello, parents, grandparents, caregivers, and teachers. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a God's eye. I'm Jill Urbach, and I make videos with ideas and activities for enhanced learning at home and in the classroom. Take a look at this quilt behind me. The name of this quilt is God's Eye because it looks like a bunch of these. We talked about this quilt on my sister channel, Early Learning Loft, in the video where we read the biography of Martin Luther King Jr. written by his sister. Click the link if you want to check it out. So a God's Eye is super easy to make. I first learned how to do it at camp many years ago, and it's a great craft to do with kids. All you need are 2 sticks about 5 or 6 inches long and several colors of yarn. I just used yarn left over from some random craft projects, and I got sticks from the backyard. You could also use popsicle sticks, and if you're doing this with a really young child, you might even glue the popsicle sticks together in the center, which would keep them from moving as you wrap the yarn around them. So for this activity, we'll need 2 sticks and several colors of yarn. Excuse my purple yarn, I dropped it and the whole thing unraveled. Notice I've put my sticks perpendicular to each other, and I'll sometimes cross them not exactly in the center so that I have one that's a little longer, because if I want to hold it, then I've got a place to hold it. So I might put the longer stick as the vertical one, and then you just choose your center color and wrap it around in a variety of ways just to secure the 2 sticks together. And then when it feels like they're not really going to move, you're going to wrap the yarn over one stick and then move to the next one and wrap it over that one. And move to the next side and wrap it over and then under that one. I'm going to twist this one just a little so some of those knots are towards the back. Then I'm going to wrap it over, and then bring it to the next one, wrap it over, bring it to the next one and wrap it over. And you're just going to keep, each time you move to the next stick, you wrap it over and under before you go to the next one. Need a little more string there so it doesn't keep getting caught. And you want to try and keep your yarn lined up so it looks nice and neat. And eventually you'll start to see the pattern that emerges after you've gone around several times. I started with the purple yarn in the center because that's what I had the least of. And then when you decide, oh, your center is big enough, you want to grab some scissors and then cut the yarn not too close to the sticks. You want to make sure that you've got enough to work with so you can tie a knot. And then choose your next color. Take the ends and tie them together. And now you'll just progress with the pattern. Don't worry too much about those ends because you'll be able to hide them behind. Just make sure as you're laying the yarn over those loose ends that they're getting laid down behind the God's Eye and not sticking up. If you're working with a young child while they're doing the wrapping of the yarn, you could be holding the skein of yarn in the other end so that you can keep it from getting caught constantly underneath the sticks. Cut it again, choose your next color. I used random colors, just what I had, but if you're going to the store anyway, you could get more creative with your colors. Go from a darker hue to a lighter hue, or do all the colors of the rainbow. I don't recommend trying to wrap that extra little piece around the twig like I just did. It doesn't really work. Just keep putting it to the back. Once you get to this part and your pattern is established, you can see how easy it is. And if you have too much extra, just trim that little bit off. Then you don't have to keep dealing with it. This is where you holding the yarn out of the way could be helpful to your child. You can make the sections as wide or skinny as you want. Just depends on how many colors you're trying to incorporate and how long your sticks are. And then when you're ready for the next color, just snip the yarn, choose your next color, find the end. Sometimes it takes a while to find the end. There it is. Sometimes it takes a while to tie the knot. You can use fatter yarn, but then you might want to use longer sticks. You don't want to go to the very edges of the stick because you don't want to run the risk of the yarn slipping off. I can get pretty close on these because they're twigs, they're pretty rough. If you were using something smooth, you might want to make sure you've got a little extra space. And then what you do is just when you're ready to be finished, you wrap it around the stick several times, making a knot each time. Wrap it around, make a knot, probably do one more, wrap it around. This time I made kind of a slip knot because I could hang it. You'd want to hang it against a window or something so that it doesn't turn around and show off the back. So the back doesn't look bad. And there's our front. And here's the finished product. I wrapped the excess yarn around the bottom of the stick so that I could just hold it to demonstrate, but you could also loop this and then you could hang your God's Eye. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's craft and have fun trying it out with your child. If you got value out of this video, I hope you'll click the subscribe button and that little notification bell, and you'll be alerted next time I have activities and ideas to share for enhanced learning. Also, feel free to check out my sister channel, Early Learning Loft, for your child. Most videos are about 20 minutes long, so it's a good opportunity to snuggle up with your child or get 20 minutes to go and get something else done while they watch. Thanks for joining me today. Bye-bye.